Hi guys, so welcome to the very first stream of Brainstorm, the first designers quiz, and we have a very beautiful guest. And I'll just start with the very first guest. So we have Evans with us from Nigeria. So I'll just add him to the stream. And hey, hi Evans. You can just go out and introduce yourself. So the design community in India knows what you do exactly.
Hi, Suman. My name is Evans. I'm a product designer. I'm working with majorly AI systems and SaaS systems,
Yeah,
SaaS systems. That's the core of what I do.
great having you on the platform, Evans. So I like the next year's actually. It's Pankaj, so he's a VFX artist actually, and just go ahead and add him.
Hi everyone, this is Pankaj Kumar. I do FX, which is basically creating special effect for movies. So I worked in a number of TV series and few movie also. I have like around 8 to 9 year experience, and throughout this all process, I really enjoy the process, and really give me lots of positive things. So yeah, I really enjoy my work. So this is all about.
Yeah, yeah. So thank you, Pankaj, for coming to the event on a Sunday evening. So yeah, thanks for coming. So now that Ashish actually, so hi Ashish.
Hi guys, I'm Asheesh. I'm also an FX artist and I'm more into CG, which is animated movies and TV series. I'm working in Eccentric Studios. It's in Bangalore, and
Great,
I've been in this field for the past 5 years.
great. Thank you for coming to the platform, Ashish.
Yeah.
Now I will add Akansha, who is our fourth participant. Hi Akansha.
Hey, hi. So, yeah, myself Aakansha, and yeah, I'm a recent graduate, engineering graduate 2022,
Yeah,
and currently into product designing. Recently passed, went through the cohort of 10K designers, and also I'm
yep.
working in Reliance Geo as a software developer. But yeah, so that's pretty much
So
about.
you are thinking of switching into design from
Yeah,
software development.
actually, yeah. I'm not that fond of code, to be honest. So yeah, I love
Yeah.
design. So transitioning basically.
Okay. So welcome to the design community, firstly, and hope you enjoyed. You all guys enjoy the quiz. So
Yeah.
rules are pretty simple. There will be 12 questions, 10 points for each question. If you cannot get the question, you can just pass it to the next contestant, or you can just you can give a hint if you are like somewhere 50 to 60% correct. I'll give you the half point, or we'll move to the next contestant. Right. So I'll just share my screen once. Just let me know when you can see it.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, great. So I'll just start with the very first round. So for the first six question, we will be going from top to bottom. So first will be Evans, then there will be Pankaj, then there will be Ashish, and lastly there will be Akansha. And after the sixth question, we will go reverse. So we'll have Akansha, then we have Ashish, then we have Pankaj, and finally we have Evans. Right? So now shooting the first question your way. Actually, Evans, this is coming up. Okay. When the first X was released in 1984, Steve Jobs provided users with a wide assortment of Y to choose from. In fact, he named them after his favorite cities. Later, Thomas Finch said, I think Steve Jobs has driven the rise of design as something that the general public is aware of. He drove awareness of design, including Y in particular. So you have to guess X and then you have to guess Y.
Before Ivan take any guess, I want to know what is exactly X and Y.
So X was released, so it's a particular product that was released in 1984 by Apple, and later Y was kind of an feature that was released that was a wide assortment. So there was a variety of Y, which a user can choose from.
Yeah, got it. Yes.
Um,
Evans, you can take your time. Like we are in no hurry, so there is no time limit. You can take your time, or you can. Both your just to let you know, both your hands has to be on the screen every time on the camera, so that I
Okay. Can you go over what you said X was and what Y is also? Can you just go over it again?
X X is a product that was released in 1984, and Y was a feature actually that was released with a wide variety.
Ah,
Can I ask a question here?
Yeah, definitely.
Uh, is that product still in use?
Yes.
Okay.
um,
Sorry, the product is not in use, but the feature is in use. For X, you get 5 points, and for Y, you get 5 points. Just to let you know.
okay.
The answer is wrong.
So I would I
Answer is
would
wrong, you get 0.
Okay.
I would say the feature
Yeah.
or well the product is the first MacBooks
Sorry.
and I'll say the product is the first Mac OS.
Not exactly. Like you are close, but it's not exactly correct. You are currently naming the operating system, I guess.
You said,
Right now, you are currently naming the operating system, I guess.
yeah. Okay,
It's
I'm going to
a
pass it.
product. Okay. Passing this to Pankaj for 10 points.
My guess is Mac computer and themes.
No, not really. Passing this to Ashish.
Uh, just a second.
Uh,
I'll pass for now.
okay. Akansha, this one is coming for you for the 10 points.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm.
You're not audible. Your voice is breaking or something like.
Yeah. Is it?
One second.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
I
audible.
I said iMac maybe.
Nope, not the right term.
Okay. So can I have more guesses?
Okay, so this was the final answer. So I'll give a hint. So this was the first product released and it was presented in the fair where they named their first computer. And when it comes to why, I want to focus on the fact that he named it after his favorite cities. So you can style it according to your favorite cities, which gave it a different look or a different altogether different design when it comes to it. So again, going with Evans actually. So I want to focus on the first product when it comes to X that Apple released on a fair, and they presented it on a fair. And Y is something that is choose from, and it is named after cities, and it gives a style to something that you design.
Okay, maybe iPods, the first X.
Nope, iPod is not the correct answer. Moving to Pankaj for 10 points.
Uh,
So X was the first product that was actually showcased on a fair where they showcased their first computer, and then later Y was also a feature that was introduced which could be altered, and it kind of gives a different options of styles that you can give to a particular element in your design.
okay, got it. Yes, yes. It's a font, right?
So you got the Y, it's font. So I'll give you 5 points for that, but you have to get the
Yeah, yeah.
product that is the X.
Product is
So
that.
font in
So Apple has a designing software or something. I don't know the name of that. It's the very first designing software, something like that. What was the name? No, I don't know. I will go with just Y. There's a font.
Okay, so 5 points to Pankaj, and now moving to Ashish.
No, no pass.
Would you like to pass?
Yes, yes, pass.
Okay, Akansha, coming to you. So you have to name the product, that is the X, that was released in 1924.
Uh,
Your voice is breaking again.
is it just laptop?
Not a laptop. Okay, so that was the final answer. So I'll just go to the. So it was Macintosh that was released with fonts with name of cities like Chicago, Livenia, and Monaco. So this was the first computer that was actually showcased in a fair, right? So where they showcased their first product. So 5 points to Pankaj. He's leading by 5 points, and right now Ashish, Akansha, and Evans starting with a zero. So moving to the next question, actually. So City X was going through a hard time in 1970s. Crime was at all-time high. The tourism was at all-time low. The X Department for Economic Development tapped Madison Avenue advertising firm. So it is a advertising and designing firm, Wells Rich Green, to create a tourism-friendly campaign to encourage visitors. Glazer was recruited by the Department of Economic Development to meet with Wells Rich Green about logo options for the campaign. And during the meeting, Glazer pulled out a crumpled piece of paper out of his pocket with a doodle he had done during a recent cab ride. On the back of the envelope, he had scribbled the logo that we know today. You have to guess the logo, right? If you have doubts, I can just read it again, or if you want to read, take your time and read it again. Not a problem. You can take your time.
Whose diet is this? It should be Lalan, right?
This is coming. Yeah, yeah, this is coming to you, Pankaj. So the
Okay.
order is Evans, Pankaj, Ashish, and then finally Akansha.
Am I to
Okay.
No,
attempt?
no, no. Pankaj is going to attempt this question actually. If you have any doubts, like what is Wells Rich or who is Glazer, let me know.
Okay. If I guess the city, what will be
If
the
you guess
point?
the city, you get 5 points, and if you get the guess the overall campaign slogan and the logo, you get 10 points.
Okay. Okay.
Can you give a bit context about Glazer?
Uh, I can, but his full name was Milton Glaser. I will give you a hint, but only after everyone
Yeah.
fails to answer. His full name was Milton Glaser. Actually, he was a renowned graphic designer when it comes to.
I will take a guess with city only. Other thing, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
City is Chicago.
no, not Chicago. Moving to Ashish.
Okay.
So Milton Glaser was actually a graphic designer.
City, I would guess, is New York City.
Correct. The city is correct. It's the New York City. Uh,
Okay.
5 points to Ashish. If you can guess the logo or the campaign name, I'll give you 5 points. Or so this is the first bit of the question that is marked at 5 points.
Okay, so no, I'll pass for
No, I
the
no,
logo
no, I
right
got
now.
it. I got it.
Moving to Akansha for 5 points. You have to guess the campaign slogan or the name
Oh,
of the logo. It's the same
it's
actually.
too easy to miss. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. It's in every city in India.
Email,
Sorry,
mail, marketing.
your voice is breaking
Ah,
again.
okay.
After knowing the city, it's become very easy.
No, I'll pass. Yeah.
Passing to Evans. Evans,
Um,
your
I hope I'm right. Is it the I love New York?
beautiful,
Yay!
beautiful answer. So 5 points to Evans. It's actually the answer is I love New York. It was designed by Milton Glaser actually,
Yes, yes.
and he came up with the logo, and he also designed the logo for IBM, which we see right now. That is the I and the B. That is the uh, B's that we see and IBM. So beautiful
That was
answer, Evans. So 5 points to Evans and 5 points to Pankaj right now.
that
And
was
La-
Moving to
one of
on to the
and Ashish also
the
has
sorry.
first.
5 points.
I got five
Uh,
points
Three
for
of
city, right?
Yep.
that was one of
So
the first case studies that I ever read.
right, right. He's
Really
actually
big
he's the OG when it comes to graphic designing, right? Moving to the next question. So
I just wanted to know
professor,
if I get 5 points for the city.
yeah, yeah. So 5 points
Okay.
to Akash, right? Sorry, Ashish. 5 points to Ashish
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
5 points to
Yeah.
Evans for the. Yep. So right now, Ashish, Evans, and Pankaj, you are standing at 5 points. Akansha at zero. So hopefully this will start a journey for you. Professor Scott Falman, a computer scientist at Carnegie Mellon University, used the first X on the morning of September 1982. Falman posted it on a computer bulletin board, and he added a note that suggested students use the X to indicate which of their posts were intended as jokes or were not serious. So you have to guess the X.
Okay.
Whose title is this?
This is directing to Ashish. So for Professor Scott Falman was actually a computer scientist who put up something on a bulletin board on a morning, and he later requested his student to indicate which of their posts were intended as a joke or were not serious. So he wanted them to use the X.
Sorry, I lost my connection. Did Ashish make any guesses?
No.
No, not yet.
Okay, okay. Yes. Thank God. Because I know, I think I know the answer.
Okay.
But you are the last.
Oh,
You are the last passer.
I,
So
I will try my luck.
So we look at which of the points was intended as jokes and which were not serious. No, I'm not sure. I'll pass.
passing this to Akansha. So Akansha, this was Professor Scott Falman who put up something on a September morning, and it was supposed to. It was he asked his students to actually indicate which of their posts were funny or were not serious when it came to this particular thing X.
So is it a feature?
Sorry,
Is the X feature some feature sort of thing?
it's a feature actually, but when you talk about a when I talk about a X, yeah, it's a feature, but when I'm at that particular time, it did something that is specific to that feature. So you can name the feature, I'll give you the point, or you can
Yeah.
name that something specific. Not a problem.
No,
Okay, passing this to Evans.
Go, buddy.
The product designers are at stake right now because
Yeah, we're killing it.
I don't know. I'm thinking like can you hear me?
yeah, I can. Just waiting for your answer actually.
Everybody just went quiet. I don't know. I'm thinking uh, like um uh, it's like a comment box or a social media page, something like that.
Not really. Moving to Pankaj.
Okay, so here's my answer. I think this is a thing which gave rise to that emoticons, or you say smileys. But
Beautiful,
asterisk,
beautiful answer. So
asterisk
giving
that
10
is to
points to
P
Pankaj.
or D. Yeah.
Exactly. So initially it was not a full-fledged emoticon, but it started with a smiley, and he asked his students to note things which are of funny gesture or something that is a joke with a smiley. So this is how the emoticon scene started actually when it comes to it. So that is why I said the product designers are at the stake because emotions are something that UX designers are really close to. Okay, so 10 points to Pankaj. Now moving to the next question actually. So this will be your fourth question, and it should be in your screen right now. The creator of Grey were looking for a solution to address iodine deficiency in Indian women. When the doctor told them that it could be absorbed through skin, they decided to make a iodine patch, but to give it a wider appeal, it was designed as a dash. So you have to guess the dash. By doing this, they were able to meet the requirement dosage without changing the regular behavior of the Indian woman. So, Ivan, this is in terms of something that Indian women do. So, you have to take a really wild guess. But if you're into the Indian scene, you will be able to guess it pretty easily. So, coming to Akansha, this is your direct Akansha. So, you could take your time, read it.
yeah. Who is the first one to answer this?
Yep, yep, right,
Am I the first one?
right. Yeah, you are.
Yeah. So my guess is an anklet.
No, not an anklet. Moving to Evans,
I don't know what she guessed.
she guessed an anklet or a wristband that we wear on your hands,
No, no, not hand. I was talking about the one which is in like feet.
which is one like a.
Which the Indian
No,
women
no, no.
typically wear in feet.
Yeah, not an anklet, not an anklet.
Oh, I I don't know really much, but my guess is the dots on the head.
Wonderful, wonderful answer, Evans. Actually, this is actually a dot. So they found out something that could be used as a patch. So they came up with Jivan Bindi, which was a dot that Indian women wear regularly, and this also helped in meeting the iodine deficiency. So
Nice crack,
wonderful
Ivan.
answer,
Nice
Evans.
crack. Yes.
Nice crack,
Well
Evans.
done.
Actually, well done. So yeah, moving to the next question. Caroline Davidson, a graphic designer, this particular logo just for designed this particular logo just for $35. The original logo was called Stripe, which later changed to Swoosh, which is in reference to the fibers used to make that particular material, right? In 1972, the Swoosh logo was first seen on the product. So, Evans, this is a direct to you, and you can take your time to read the question actually. So this designer's name is Caroline Davidson. She's a graphic designer who designed a particular logo for $35 actually,
So
and then
before
later, sorry,
so before Ivan take any guess, I want to know what is exactly swoosh means.
shoes is like a.
Okay,
So I cannot give you the name of the shoes. So
okay,
it will
no,
like likely
no,
kind
no
of
issues.
reflect the product.
Yes, yes,
Is
okay.
it the Nike logo?
Beautiful. So it's the Nike logo. Evans, you get 10 points. So Nike logo was designed actually for $35 by Carolyn Davidson, and later they moved on and they actually made the logo minimal with just a tick. And later she was awarded with an equity, which right now worth $1 million, right? So yeah, this is the correct answer. So wonderful guess, Evans. Moving to the sixth question. So this is the last question before we reverse the order. So pose this. I think
Akansha, Pankaj.
Akansha will be going first, then Ashish will be going next, Pankaj, and then Ivan. So the new logo design is inspired by double helix, the shape of human dash. The new logo also symbolizes the company's departure from a commerce-based healthcare company to a firm dedicated to eliminating diseases. Name
So
the
do I have
brand
this
and name
logo?
the image.
This logo, right?
Sorry.
This logo, right?
Yeah,
I'm
you have to
this
guess the
B.
logo.
This
Five
Pfizer,
points.
Pfizer, 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 Pfizer.
Pfizer. And
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful answer. So 10 points to Pankaj. So
Okay, that's
right
it. Oh,
now, yeah, you have to just guess the logo. Uh, this was a Pfizer, which later, when they were able to tackle the COVID, they renamed, like they came out with somebody who will help people with the diseases, right? And not just a commercial based company. So this was Pfizer, and so right now, 25 points with Pankaj, 25 points with Evans, Akansha at 0, and Ashish with 5 points. Right.
Actually,
So Evans and
like,
Pankaj leading right now. Akansha, no worries. Like we have 6 questions, right? We have around 60 points, which is double of right now what
no,
they
no,
are
I'm
having.
not worrying about that. I'm at least getting to know the things because I'm really not good at technical history. So yeah.
Yeah. So this is the whole point. Like getting to know
Yes.
better, understand better the design.
Right.
This is just a fun game, not a competing, not something that we are competing with. Yeah. So coming to the seventh question, so the order is reversed. This first one goes to Akansha actually, and then we go to Ashish, Pankaj, and last one will be Evans. So Zachman was halfway into his second summer scrubbing floor and sweeping staircases. So he was a janitor actually who was sweeping floors and he was cleaning toilets. He was offered the opportunity to start programming for the photography giant Kodak. So Kodak is a photography company, right? If you know about. So he was given the opportunity to program for them. He was so good with a he was a good friend with a CEO who convinced him that there was a market for an art program. Later, he came up with a software he named PC Dash. So there is something after the PC that he named his software. Initially, what Microsoft did was Microsoft started selling that software with the mice. That is the mouse they came up with, right? And later, the Microsoft incorporated it into the Microsoft operating system. What software are we talking about?
Is it still? Does the Microsoft still use it?
It's there, but it has been shut down. So you can just read the question again. Not a problem. Take your time.
after Akansa, I think I have to answer, right? I'll be
No,
can skip.
after Akansha, Evans will go next, and then
No,
It'll be me, no?
Oh no,
yeah,
it's
yes,
been
it will be
written.
Assis.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, sorry. It will be Ashish, then it will be Pankaj, then it will be Vans.
Yeah, this time we can skip.
Just the yeah, the
This time we
screen just
can.
reshuffled. So
This time we can skip Ashish. I think for this question.
Ashish can skip maybe.
I don't know. I just have one guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
That is the answer.
maybe.
Akansha, if
Can,
you
can,
have any questions, you can just
yeah.
ask it. Like if not, it's not right. I'll
No,
ask
no.
it.
I'll just guess. I don't know, but yeah. Photoshop.
No, Photoshop is from Adobe, so Photoshop is not the right answer. So moving to Ashish,
I think only think of paint.
beautiful answer. It is MS Paint actually. So Ashish, 10 points to you. And yeah, so initially what happened was that Mark Blackman, when he came up with this particular software, later Microsoft was so amazed with it that initially they started selling with it with a mouse, the software, but later then they introduced the MS Paint, which was completely that software, but they purchased it. So beautiful answer Ashish. So moving to the next direct, that will be to Ashish. It's
Okay.
Musk said the name of X meant to head off potential problem with custom official. The Boring Company limited supply of 20,000 X quickly sold out as Musk's fans eagerly snapped up the rifle snap device for $500 a piece. So what is this device X? So by Musk I mean Elon Musk, right?
This is customs, right? It's customs officer, right?
Yeah, custom official, the one we have at the airports or the ports. Ashish, this is a direct to you.
So that is Boring Company is one of the. It makes this product, is it?
Yeah, Boring Company kind of made this product under their brand name. Boring Company is into drilling underground and making tunnels for Hyperloop.
Okay. Is it that fire thing, the fire gun?
You are giving the hint, so I'll give you 5 points, Ashish, but you will have to guess the name because it is all about the name.
The
Because they
name.
have to avoid the custom officials, right?
I'm not sure about the name. I just know this that fire gun. So
Yeah. So you can moving to Pankaj actually. Yeah.
Not flamethrower.
Not a flamethrower, correct. Pankaj, brilliant, yes. So this is not a flamethrower that was designed by the Boring Company. So initially the customs said that this is a, you cannot kind of transit this kind of product. So he just changed the name from flamethrower to not a flamethrower. So they were able to ship some products, but right now it's not allowed in most of the countries. So yeah, wonderful, yes, guys. So next direct is to Pankaj. So the first X ever created was named Quantum. So this is the first thing that was created that was named Quantum in May 2014, and is a colorful animated image of an octagon filled with different shapes. So this is an octagon filled with different shapes. It was sold for $1.44 billion actually, and was auctioned to short Shortbase in June 2021, which led to a lawsuit. So on selling it, it immediately led to a lawsuit. What was he talking about? What are we talking about? And again, it was not $1 billion. Actually, it was $1.4 million. So you have to guess the first X.
This is NFT, right? This is NFT, right? And
This is a wonderful guess. Actually, this is an NFT. That is a term. That is the first time that NFT was traded. Actually, so
okay.
10 points to Pankaj. Wonderful guess. I kind of know he's not too much into Web3, but he was able to guess it. So wonderful guess. So this is something that was firstly traded as an NFT, and immediately after that there was a lawsuit. So because you were not supposed to trade digital assets, right? And this was sold for a higher amount, and so a lawsuit was complementary with the NFT, and this was the first NFT that was traded on the platform. So wonderful guess, Pankaj. 10 points to you. Moving to the next question. This is a direct to Evans actually. Produced by Pixar Animation Studios and released by Walt Disney Studios in 1995, X was the first entirely computer animated feature film. This was the first computer animated feature film. 27 animators worked on the film, using 400 computer models to animate the characters. The characters were either modeled out of clay to or created digitally before being computer animated. In 2005, the film was selected by the United States Library of Congress to be preserved in the National Film Registry for being culturally, historically, and aesthetically significant. You have to guess the X, which was the first computer animated feature film.
Hmm.
So you can read the question again. Actually, it has a lot of hints, and you can guess it with that. But yeah, you can take your time to read the question.
Was it like a short film or a long film?
No, no, it was a full feature film. It was not a short film. Short film was released by Walt Disney, I guess. I'm not sure. The first short film that was released by Walt Disney. I'm not sure.
Lalan is just Ashish is waiting for his time when it will come.
Yeah.
It's completely into Ashish's domain actually. This is the
Uh,
fundamental blocks of what it is.
this these are not my strong suit. But I have to guess because I know Ashes is gonna get it anyway. So I might as well just try.
Yeah, yeah,
um,
sure, Ivan. Just take your time. You can guess, not a problem.
um, I'm gonna guess the Lion King.
Not Lion King. Moving to Akansha next. Akansha, take your time. It's Pixar Animation Studio. It's Walt Disney. They came
It's a
together to
film,
release.
right? It's a
It's
film,
a
not a
full,
series or
not a
anything.
series. Yeah, not a series. It was a full feature film.
Cinderella.
Not Cinderella. Moving to Ashish.
Ashish want to
Toy
pass, right?
Story.
Ashish want to pass.
Uh, Toy Story.
Sorry.
Toy Story.
Correct answer. This was a Toy Story that was released by as a first feature film from Pixar, and only 27 animators worked on it. So right now we have complete four parts, right? If I'm not wrong,
Yeah, four
four parts
parts.
complete. Beautiful answer, Ashish. So 10 point to
Four parts and
Ashish.
one spin-off,
Yep.
Lightyear.
Right. Spin off for the Lightyear. Lightyear was amazing. So Ashish, 10 points to you. Right now we have last two questions. So this direct will be to Pankaj, I guess. So this is for you.
No, this is for
In
this is
May
for
2000,
this will be Akansa,
Ashish,
right? Right.
Akansha
No,
was the
no.
first guess. Then it was Ashish. Right now it's for you, right?
No, no. This was died for Ivan. Toy Story that Ivan died was there, right?
Ivan, this
Ashish,
was this right to you or this one?
Toy Story is died, right?
This is to Aakansha.
Yes, this is
This
Akansa.
was this was for Akansha. Okay. Akasha, this is coming to you for 10 points. In May 2010, California student Jeremy, then 19, noticed a bizarre request on the cryptocurrency internet forum. He could receive 10,000 bitcoins in exchange for the delivery of X. Jeremy filled the order, sending him X, a transaction that would become the first physical purchase made with Bitcoin in history, marked by the annual Bitcoin X Day on May 22. So you have to guess the X, which was the first ever transaction made with Bitcoin, and also it is annually celebrated. Like it's something that we celebrate annually. We celebrate this celebrated this in May 2022 right now. And if you're into Web3 space, this was related to Bitcoin. And
So it is a physical item or like
it was not a X is a physical item actually.
okay.
It's not a digital item that you can see on the internet.
And the day is celebrated by that same name.
Yeah, by the same name.
Yes.
Take a time, read the question again. It's California student Jeremy. He was 19 then. He noticed a bizarre request on the cryptocurrency internet forum. That is the online forum. He could receive 10,000 bitcoins in exchange of something that was X. Jeremy actually filled the order, he actually sent out the X to that person, and in return, he got the 10,000 bitcoins, dollar worth bitcoin, and we celebrate that day right now on May 26th.
No, I would pass.
Passing this to Ashish.
No, I pass.
Passing this to Pankaj.
Skip, Pankaj, skip, skip.
Ivan is asking you to skip this one.
Is it something like something illegal like drugs or something?
No, not drugs. It's legal.
Okay. Pass. I
Do you
pass.
want?
Yes.
I'm passing
Yes.
this to Ivan.
Pizza.
It's pizza. So pizza was actually traded for 10,000 bitcoins, which was uh, back in 2010 actually. And the guy you see on the left ordered two pizzas for that particular amount of bitcoin, and the guy you see on the right was the one who delivered. And actually, he gave him options, and he rejected it, and he said that I want Papa John's pizza. So these are the two Papa John's pizza that you see. So 10.3 events. So just telling you the points again. So Evans is at 35, Ashish is at 30, and Pankaj is at 40, leading with 5 points, and Aakansha still standing at 0. So Pankaj is leading with 5 points, and Ashish, you are close. You are like 5 points, 10 points away from Pankaj, and Evans, you are just 5 points away from Pankaj. So whoever gets this last question actually gets the tree. So as revealed through several interviews in the period between making Titanic and Y technology of the late 1990s simply wasn't good enough to cope up with the demand of Mr. X concept. Projects such as King Kong and Peter Jackson's The Lord of the Rings trilogy convinced Mr. X that the world was ready for Y. The production truly began in 2005. So you have to guess the X and the Y. This is a
This is
direct
my
to
direct, right?
Ashish. Yep.
Cameroon Avatar.
Beautiful, beautiful answer, Evans. Actually, this is the coming from James Cameron, and this is the Avatar. So 10 points to Ashish. So Ashish is at 40, Akansha is at 0, and Evans is at 35, and Pankaj is at 40. So this was the final question actually. Uh, so right now we have a tie up with Pankaj and Ashish as 40. So when we come to the next round, basically we will be having two other rounds, and you two will be qualifying for the semi-finals and then mostly for the finals. So
Yeah.
Evans, we will have another round with you, which will be before the semi-finals, where we compete with the other semi-finals, right? So thank you guys, thank you for participating, and you can just let me know your experience. Was it good?
Yeah.
Did you find out something new?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
because
Thank
this
you
is a
for
Yeah.
Sunday evening and we are spending a Sunday evening on the quiz,
yeah.
so
That's a lot about us how we are.
Yeah, and I would like to say that okay, I'm really new to this space and I really
yeah,
don't know about technical history, but I really got to hear and learn many
yeah,
things. And I'm now feeling interested into this, so I'll do research and start reading books or blogs on this. Surely.
That's the
yeah.
best thing you can
That
do. Yes.
that was the whole concept, right? Like if I was in your place, maybe I would have not had answered anything, right? And just finding out new things, that design is so much into, like you can know so much about design, so much stories to tell. This
Right.
is a whole new space. Evans is joining us from Nigeria. Actually, it's right now. It should be
Yeah,
around 6:30 p.m. I guess, if I'm not
Man,
wrong.
by six.
Fine. So we are still in the light
You're
zone. So
four,
thank you,
you're
Evans. Thank you
four,
for
you're 4.5 hours ahead of me.
for the first half. Yeah, I do agree. First half, Evans was actually with close with Pankaj. Then second half, uh, Ashish took over, and yeah, delivered quick answers, and
I
that
got the two
actually the directs are
questions.
yeah, directs are the key game changers actually when it comes.
yes, yes.
So thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'll keep you posted with the coming updates, and hopefully see you in the second semi-finals